as well.
Okay, here we are at Rock on the Range, day 3. Anti-Flag is with us right now. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You guys
Are you surviving Rock on the Range stage 3?
Yes, I am.
Rock on the Range day 3. It's sort of hard to say.
I'm tired as hell.
Yeah?
We're motoring through.
All right, good.
So, now you guys been around for quite a while.
20 plus years.
Yes, because I remember coming out when I came out of the Army in 91.
Okay.
I was into the Butthole Surfers.
Yeah.
The Dead Kennedys growing up.
Old school punk rock.
Yeah, the real punk. And then I heard you guys, and
Awesome.
it kind of morphed into, and I bought all the cassette tapes.
Wow, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
I found 2 at one shot when I went looking for you. And
Yeah.
I was like, these guys are great. How are you guys keeping it, so long? I mean, it's other than
We're still passionate about music. We're still passionate about seeing the world differently than it is today.
Yeah.
Tell me about your military experience. Was it a good experience or a bad experience?
Honestly, I had a great
Okay,
experience.
so
I really
you're
did.
one of the few.
Yeah.
Did you get the GI Bill? Were you able to go to
Yes.
school? All right. Well, you
Yeah.
won. You
Yeah.
won.
I use I'm on
Were you in the Persian Gulf?
Desert Storm.
Desert Storm?
Yep.
PTSD?
Yep.
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 All right.
But
You're surviving with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
good.
I do take meds, but I do also, and people might say, "Oh, what a sissy," but I meditate.
No.
I listen to classical music when I'm home. I listen to Sinatra, Dino, all of them, and
that helps with it.
Oh my God, yes.
That's
because
awesome.
it keeps me level-headed.
Yeah.
But we had a great. We did border patrol in Germany.
Okay.
When the wall was still up. When we were in the southern Bavaria.
Yeah.
When it came down, they sent us a Desert Shield, which became Desert Storm.
Yeah.
But everybody I was stationed with over in Germany that I went to war with we were amazing together.
Yeah. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not about God or freedom or country. It's about taking care of the guys who are there with
the guy
you.
next to us. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we
That's how they manipulate us into believing that it's about something bigger. It's really just about the guys.
Yeah, it's not. It's about But we just had our 25-year reunion of our Battle of 73 Easting. We all met up in Vegas, and
Nice.
we tried to be 21 again. It didn't work very well because we take a while to recover.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
What about you guys? What you guys got coming up? I mean, you guys.
Well, we just did a tour of Canada. We had a lot of fun in Canada, and actually, I don't know if you saw in the news. There was a town that burned down in Canada. There was a wildfire that went through. We were supposed to play there. Fort McMurray, way up at the top. Yeah, we were going to play there. First time we were ever going to play that town, and the town burned down. So we weren't able to play there, but we did a great benefit show and raised like $18,000 for the people of Fort McMurray.
Oh,
so that was fun. And but yeah, just did some shows across Canada. Had a lot of fun. We're doing this weekend, and then go to Europe in a week and a half and do festivals in Europe.
Fest out there.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then come back and do South America in the fall.
Oh, okay. So you head down there and just keep it on going.
Just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have ever stopped.
No, we haven't. It's a lifestyle that we enjoy, and someday the first week of tour is great, second week is pretty good, third week sucks, and then fourth week you want to go. So, but other than that, if you're home for too long, you want to be on tour. You want to be out where the people who are doing stuff are, and where people are making changes. That's where we want to be.
And you guys have a definite message when you guys put out your music. I mean, it's not just like your feelings. It's
Yeah. We believe that if nothing else, the message comes down to it doesn't have to be the way it is right now.
Right.
And that can be in your own personal life. It can be anything. If it's shitty where it is right now, change it.
Yeah, and because I mean, like I said, I remember listening to you a long time ago, and there's always a message in your albums, and it's good to see that people are passionate about not just what you do, but about the government and how people are treated and stuff like that. And it's good to see that we have that still.
Well, and it's true, and it's absolutely true. And what we've learned over the years is the same people who are putting on the punk rock shows are the same people who are creating the movements and who are changing life through politics and activism. That same group of people who are the musicians and the artists are also the ones who are looking for other ways of making change in the world. And so to be able to travel around the world and to to meet those people every night is what really motivates us and keeps
now,
us
how
moving.
does your music, being from one country to the next, does the message
It does,
resonate?
and it's the details obviously are particular to each culture, but the overarching that there's always somebody who wants to take power away from the population. There's always somebody who wants to be the next Donald Trump and be the bigot who shows that hate is more powerful than finding solutions. There's one of those in every country,
Right.
and it's up to activists and musicians and artists to stand up to those people, and that's
Well,
where Anti-Flag comes in.
We have the biggest voice. We have radio. We have music.
Yes.
We have the biggest voice to
Absolutely.
be able to do that.
And we have compassionate people.
Yes.
We have people who aren't afraid, which is what we're running into in the States right now, is that we're creating especially with the Republican election, we're creating a culture of fear of the other people, whether it's Mexicans coming across the border or whether it's Muslims that they think are all terrorists. That fear is the thing that is making everybody gravitate towards people like Donald Trump.
Yeah, and it's like the old saying goes, the squeaky wheel, and gets the most notice, and he's got the biggest mouth. He's got a big mouth.
He is an entertaining personality.
Yes,
He
he
definitely is. He says ridiculous stuff, and you're like, I can't believe he just said that.
Yeah, and then of course he flip flops and backtracks, and
whatever it is that gets him the most power and the most attention is what he's going to say.
Yeah, and I have a carry license. And I carry wherever I go, and I've got pulled over for speeding, and they check my license, and everything's cool. But I that's one of my passionate things is carry law.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's. You know what?
And because I come from a family of guns, I have more guns in my house than you probably have seen in a long time. But here's my problem with that. I believe in the right to have the gun, but there is a guy who gets depressed and gets angry and drinks too much beer and goes out and shoots people.
Yes.
And that's where the problem is. That I believe in everybody's right to have that, but there is a higher probability of that guy getting angry at his girlfriend and shooting her than having to protect himself from somebody who is coming to steal his bacon. Yeah. And that's where my struggle is with the gun issue.
And there is a line.
Yeah.
I believe there needs to be background checks.
Yeah.
There needs to be
because there's a lot of fucked up people out there.
There are. I know. There are a lot of fucked up people.
Yeah.
But there has to be a worldwide checklist of, because they're saying, he slipped through the cracks because he wasn't in the system in this state, but he was in this. Yeah. We need a statewide or countrywide, database.
Yeah.
But they have for child molesters. Yeah. Why the fuck can't they do it for psych patients?
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. But that's a rational thought, and the gun lobby doesn't always have rational thought because they want to have the ways to squeak through, and that's a bit scary. But my fantasy has always been, let's get 200 really fucked up kids with mohawks, all different races. Let's have them drilling on the lawn of the White House instead of being in the military where everybody's equal and the same. Let's get all the fucked up, the weirdos. Let's arm those people. Let's get the homeless and arm those. Mr. Morello said, let's arm the homeless. We're gonna arm everybody. Let's arm not just the white guys. Let's arm the homeless and everybody else as well. All the fuck ups and weirdos like me.
Yeah. A lot of the homeless today are veterans, so
that is true. That is true.
They can shoot straight, and that's another thing I'm being a veteran. That just fucking hurts the shit out of me.
Yeah, well, and the mental health care for veterans is abysmal, and we got to work on that. Yeah. You can't send an 18-year-old kid off to do things that you don't want to do as power as politicians that you don't want to do, and then when they come back say, sucks to be you, deal with the rest of your life after we put you into a really shitty situation for a long time.
My girl and I are just talking about this. I told her I was going to run for governor of Indiana.
I like it. You should.
And I want to make a decompression house. When you come home from the Army, if you are it would have to be an Indiana resident, you go to this place where you get taken care of for 30 days. You get psych treatment. You can continue with your rehab, medical, whatever you need for those 30 days, and have businesses come in and look at who's there.
Yeah, who they can fit into
who they can hire.
Yep.
And then these veterans, if you don't come and get these veterans, I'm jacking your taxes up.
Yep.
I don't fucking care.
I like it.
And so you got to come to this house, and where all these veterans are. And then, and also I would rather have veterans armed. Of course, we'd have to do psych evals. But
there's a mental health issues there. We got to talk about that one.
Yeah, but I mean, veterans are a huge population, and they don't need to be homeless. They don't need to be.
Well, the suicide rate of veterans is huge. It's brutal.
I know.
And why are we not talking about that? Why is that not?
I got your 6. There's a mine right there for the 22 a day that commit suicide. You know, and I tell everybody, you got to call me.
Yeah.
I don't care what time it is. You're my brother. Call me. I don't care. You know, I'll talk to you if you need me to. But no, I think a decompression house.
Yeah. I think it needs to be more than 30 days, though. That's my only caveat to your.
Well, it's a minimum.
Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. I don't care if you're like, I'm fine, I can go home.
Yeah.
No, you have to be here 30 days because you're going to transition into a life where you don't have that camaraderie no more.
Yeah.
You don't have that brotherhood. You got people who don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Who just want you to come to work, punch a clock, go home.
Yep.
And
don't understand what you've been through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Now if people want to stay there longer, let them stay there longer. I don't care. But
I a couple of years ago, I had the pleasure of going to Walter Reed Army Hospital and giving out CDs and T-shirts and records to the guys down there, and it was amazing to see the kids who just had come back, who have PTSD, who have major brain traumas, and seeing there is definitely a look to those kids. And now when I go to shows, I'm like, I can tell you just came back. And until you have seen that in that environment where you're like, this is a phenomenon that is happening to every one of these kids who are coming back, you don't understand how bad it is for each of these kids to come back into the culture.
They are kids.
Yeah,
they
absolutely. Yeah.
You know, I mean, you see it all the time, 19, 20, 25-year-olds, I mean, when we went to Desert Storm, one of our Bradley commanders was a 26-year-old staff sergeant.
Yeah.
And what kept running through his head is, I'm in charge of these kids. He's a kid.
He was only 26. Yeah.
And he's in charge of these other kids.
Yeah.
And he goes, I got to keep these kids alive.
Yeah.
And he said it weighed on him a lot because it's scary.
Yeah. Those are pressures that people should not be under.
Yeah.
It just.
I mean, we joined the military. We knew what we were getting into.
Yeah.
But we need that.
Yes, you did join the military, and you did know what you were getting into, but you were also entrusting the people in power to make good decisions.
Yes.
And that's where the failure is. Yeah. And that's why we encourage people not to join the military, because we don't trust those people who are in power to make the right decision. When it comes down to, do we want cheaper gasoline, or do we want to have this guy have PTSD for the rest of his life?
Right.
Do we want to fabricate a reason to go to war, or do we want to keep our troops safe? And that in the 90s and the 2000, the leaders did not treat the military very well.
That line got blurred really bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, I support the troops no matter what they go through. I don't. Of course, I'm not always going to agree with the politics, but I do. I'll support the troops because they're the pawns.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And there's a reason why military recruiters go after 18-year-olds, because when how old are you?
47.
47. You know you're a pawn. You were a pawn.
Yeah.
When you're 18, you don't know you were a pawn. So you have to, we need to educate those kids and make sure they know you're going to be a pawn in this global politics, and it has nothing to do with you, but you're going to be put in a really shitty position.
Yeah. And my son's 18. And he wants to be an MP. A couple of his friends want to go in too, and I tell my son straight up about what happened.
Yeah.
And I told him to tell his friends, if they don't have anybody to talk to that's military, please come to me. I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
I over in Germany for 2.5 years, we spent 265 days in the field a year. and we're never home.
Yeah.
You know, and then they want to know why we're drunk all the time. Well, shit, we just, you know,
Yeah.
we just spent 30 days in the freezing fucking
Yeah,
cold.
but there's other ways of doing, because there's the Peace Corps, there's other opportunities that you can do that give you that camaraderie, give you that direction, that don't involve having to kill people or be getting killed yourself.
Right.
And so we don't give those opportunities to young people as much as we're like, oh, join the Army, this is the only option. It's not your only option. There's a lot of other
They don't teach in
options.
schools. They don't
Yeah.
teach trades no more.
Yeah.
My kids can't even write their name because they don't teach cursive anymore. It's just we're backwards.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Andy Rooney segment from like, I don't know, 1970 something or 1980?
No.
It's about, this is how we're going to destroy the world, and it's exactly what's going on now.
Yeah.
He says we're going to let boys and girls bathrooms. We're going to let good is going to be, or evil is going to be the norm. And we're going to be, nobody's going to be looking up. Everybody's going to be on these devices that are going to keep our heads down, and we're not going to know how to socialize. He fucking nailed it.
Well, and I don't know about that, but I will tell you, when we don't spend money on education, we create a population that allows people like Donald Trump to become president, and that is a failure on us as a culture. And even if he doesn't become president, we all have to take a good look at ourselves and say, what are we doing as a culture that is allowing this person who is clearly lying to all of us get the power that he has?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We could go on all day.
Yep. I'll end it there.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was a great
That was
conversation.
brilliant. Thank you.
I mean, well, before we go, how about we tell where you're going to be?
Okay. I'm going to be traveling all over the world. If you're in the world, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we got a new record called American Spring, and that came out the last spring, and check it out.
Okay.
Check out antiflag.com.
Antiflag.com, so you know where they're going to be.
Yep.
Tour dates, merch, whatever. Go do it, because they have the voice that you probably want to put out.
Or just educate yourself and tell me to fuck off next time you see me, because you have a different idea than I do. I'm all in favor of that.
We're allowed to have our views. But like I said before, when I heard you guys, I being in the Army and seeing what I saw, I agree with a lot of your messages.
Brilliant.
Of course, there's some I don't.
That's okay. That's what we do. We discuss it. We find a better solution.
Exactly. Thank
Brilliant.
you so much,
Thanks,
sir. All right, Anti-Flag, check them out. We are still here at Rock on the Range on Asgard Radio.